war ein Verräter. Kids! Kids!
Schroeder shoots Kurtz, calling him a deserter, but the friendship reigns supreme. Over their allegiance to their country, he gets out of the vehicle. And he tries to save him, but essentially, it's too late. And Schroeder yells at him to get back in the vehicle as the Allied assault moves closer and closer. Now you can see the look on Muller's face when he finally gives up on his own army. When he has to ask the question whether or not calling his own people deserters makes him actually potentially the bad guy. Now, as he gives up and takes off his medals, Schroeder actually turns to him and starts to look at him as a deserter. And as Muller stands up, he gives in to the Allied assault, putting his hands up in the air. But Schroeder turns on him. And the only question we have left to ask at the very end of this game is, what is the final weapon that we hear? Is it Schroeder getting shot by the American grease gun, or Muller being killed by the German MP40?
Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Integris Health, your health partner for life.
We exposed who we are today. All right? Again, our belief, not to be denied, and we had to make our plays, both sides of all three phases. Man, did we ever. Okay? Against a really good football team. I told you guys before the game, we got a hell of a football team. We don't, listen, we're nowhere close to what we're going to become through hard work, through persistence, through determination, through learning, through failure. This team, man, we are untapped.
And welcome everybody to Sooner Football with Brent Venables, brought to you by Integris Health, your health partner for life. Toby Rowland with you alongside head coach Brent Venables. We're talking about a 24-17 win over Auburn in the SEC opener Saturday in Norman. And our Sunday reflections, as always, brought to you by Dos Equis, the official import beer of OU Athletics. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. What a game. What a win, Coach. First off, congratulations. That was a fun one.
Yeah, it was. Had all the things you would put on the short list of what, would describe it as a big game, great moment. The environment, the atmosphere, the fans, they brought the juice and the energy all day. I'm really happy for them to be able to have a couple of those moments already in a very young season, to be able to have, and I said this, part of my motives as a coach, I want to put a product out there that people can be proud of and that they can cheer for. And so for a couple of games anyway this year, we've been able to do that, and Saturday last night was no different. It was that was a good, tough, physical ball control, a lot of physicality, one possession game and a one possession league.
Your quote came to mind yesterday from your opening press conference when you were hired. Physical, punishing, relentless, suffocating defense is what you wanted to bring to Oklahoma. Wow. I think it ended up officially being 9 sacks, but whatever it was on the day, what a performance by your defense.
Thank you. Yeah, the guys, man, I love the strain, the investment. It's a group of guys that, deeply care about our performance, not just individually, but our performance collectively. They take a lot of pride in the work that they put into it, and so to see them to be able to, lay it on the line, have the kind of results that, they would obviously like to be a byproduct of all their hard work is really cool. And again, only appropriate because there's some moments. The other teams that we play, this conference is full of them. Auburn is one of many that, man, they can punch back. They've got good players. They got good coaches. The ebbs and the flows of a game. This is football, and you're gonna have moments that you wish you could get back that you can't. This is not a game of shoulda, coulda, woulda. Otherwise you start talking about interceptions that you should have had or a sack that you missed. You dial up a pressure or a line twist where you get somebody free. This is still a game of execution. And so we don't live in that space about should have done this or could have done that and if this and if that. That's not the game. There's 60 minutes on the clock. When it's over, it's over. And what I was most appreciative of is there's a lot of things that didn't go our way, and there's plenty that went our way. But when the game was on the line, we came out in the second half in a 10-10 ball game. We came out the second half, and late in the game, we had an opportunity to go win. And I think the offense got the ball back around the 7-minute mark or something like that, and we needed a touchdown. And I say we needed a touchdown. That was the mindset. And to slam the door. And we put together a great drive, had some excellent plays. Offensively, John just didn't flinch. And amazing play by Satania on the sideline there. And then John ends up having a really good run there. And then the defense gets back out there. And the previous drive, we've given up, a touchdown drive there where they took the lead 17-16. And so we get an opportunity to redeem ourselves. And I felt that I'm redeemed, And 16 played Alabama in the national championship, and Jalen Hurts goes down the field. I think they were 1 of 13 on third downs in the game. We've been playing great. But all that mattered is they go down and he runs for like a 35-yard touchdown that they take the lead. And there's like 2 minutes to go in the game. And I'm just like, no way did I just lose a national championship on that play. And I really felt the sickness inside. And it took me, when that happened, it took me to that moment where they take the lead. And I'm like, maybe we're going to get a chance to go back out. And certainly we did. And the coaches had their guys ready. The players, man, they weren't going to be denied. And we got them to, second 25. I had a good feeling that it was a wrap. And to watch those plays consecutively, our guys.
I forgot to mute my microphone. Well, so here we are. We are here. As you've been aware, I guess. How's everybody doing this evening? How are we doing? I think the first game I want to play is, I haven't used any of the Home Run Derby X cards yet, really, in a substantial, online game. A couple of them have got 1 or 2 at bats so far, so I think what we're going to do, we're going to use the new Trout. We're going to use this Patrick Bailey that I haven't checked out yet. I remember he got a spotlight card 2 years ago, I want to say, in 23 that I really liked. Player of the month, whatever it was called back then, I don't know. He has pop time, doesn't have great arm strength, but I mean, at P5 he could get to 93. But I remember I really liked his swing. He is super slow. So there is that. His blocking is also not super high for a guy that's such a good defensive catcher. But anyways, I think this is going to be game number 1, and then game number 2 we'll probably use this tier 2, I believe it is. Yeah, tier 2 Angels boost. That way you can not just completely destroy your bullpen with cards that aren't very good. You kind of just load up a few guys in your rotation, and then there's a decent amount of, pretty good cards. I really enjoyed this Bobby Grich when he came out. I believe he had like all of these at bats in weekend two different weekend classics. A couple of huge. I'm pretty sure I remember him single-handedly winning me a game with like 2 home runs and 5 or 6 RBIs. Yeah. So that's what the plan is for tonight. We will play a event game to just kind of get the thumbs rolling a little bit, and then just get right into it since I'm starting so late. Now, that being said, I wasn't able to find the game last night for about 5 minutes after getting my second win in this run, and it's looking like it might be more of the same tonight. I don't think it helps that they have been restricting the cards that you can use, the stadium that you play. I'm going to have to get... So unfortunately, whatever stupid router, who do I even use? Frontier has decided to go with. The router only has one Ethernet port on it. So obviously, I run my Ethernet cable to whichever console I'm playing on. But I've been having so much trouble 1-2 times a night with my laptop just getting temporarily interrupted. Like we get like 2 gigs up and down. I'm sitting 5 feet away from my router over there. I don't understand why I get disconnected all the time. It's getting very old. I just updated OBS when we turn the stream on. It doesn't appear that we're gonna get we're not gonna get Moonshot game, so I'll just play I'll start a new BR run over and play a game of that. Well, unfortunately, I kind of want to do a Hall of Fame. I mean, obviously, I love this Griffey card, as you can tell, but I need to do Hits with Hall of Fame series, I believe, for the... Ooh. Hello. I don't have Ian Desmond, so I'm going to try him, see how I like him. Mike Cameron. Sure. Oof. Yeah, it doesn't have good positional versatility on that card. Power versus righties is down this year. That kind of stinks. Disconnecting from the Wi-Fi killed my Spotify. I just realized. I tried to play it quiet enough that it's not over, like bleeding over into my mic as well. But yeah, God, this is taking longer than I wanted it to because I literally just wanted to play one moonshot game to get my thumbs moving and get into a game. I'm actually not confident. I'm going to go ahead and take... Man, I've got all righty so far, and it's going to continue. Or do I take a lefty for the bullpen? I think I be safe and take a lefty, because they can be few and far between for whatever reason. That's terrible. That's terrible. Better hope I get another catcher, I guess. Hmm. 70. He is great defensively. He didn't get any quirks from last year. What is up, Jupiter? You doing alright tonight, man? Man, playing way down. I saw a wild stat. Let me see if I can get back to it real quick. I think it was Bean Eater Baseball that shared it. Yes. Are you ready for this? Oh, you may not be here. I'll tell you you're still here. Let me read this off real quick, Jupiter. Over the last 9 games, the Braves haven't lost, haven't committed an error, haven't scored less than 5 runs, haven't allowed more than 5 runs. No other team in MLB history has done that over a 9-game stretch. Pretty wild little stat. Also a kick in the nuts since, we're not going to the postseason. But what do you do? What can you do? Just a disappointing year all around. That's been my whole thought the last month. I mean, we've played really well over the last month. And I mean, I've been seeing memes on freaking Instagram and Twitter about, the Braves when it comes to making the postseason, and like it's, some picture like SpongeBob with the noodle arm. But then it'll you go to the next slide and it's LeBron prime in Cleveland when he won the championship with Kyrie, and it's like when it comes to tanking your draft location. I mean, we've played so poorly this year, we're not going to get to play in the postseason, but then we play so well down the stretch that we're not going to get a good draft pick. It's so stupid. I think you, me, and Tricky were talking about that, man. Like the week leading into the All-Star break, and then we were saying like the week coming out of the All-Star break, we have to play well. We've got to get on the right page, and we just took too long. And now we're playing like the best team. We've been playing like the best team in baseball for like the last 3 weeks. We've swept like, what is it, 3 out of our last 5 series, and we've won all 5 of them, and we swept our entire 8-game road trip we just went on. Like, what are we fucking doing, guys? I should have taken Samuel Basayo right there. I need another catcher. Oh, and Jacob Stallings isn't it, but I've only got 2 rounds. Am I really gonna take my... I mean, I guess at the very worst, Bethancourt is a good defender, and so you just eat your spot in the lineup and... I mean, not that there's... He's decent. I mean... Yeah. I'm sure you probably saw the update about Ozzy from tonight. Isn't that what he messed up last year and missed like the month or 2 before the last week of the season? I do, Jeremy. I'm gonna play like 1 BR game to warm up, and then I've got him on a team build with all the Home Run Derby X cards because I haven't used them online yet, and then that new Spotlight Patrick Bailey at catcher, since there's not a catcher in the Home Run Derby X program or in the collection. I mean, so I'm gonna play like a game or two with Trout and those cards that I haven't got to use online yet. Just want to get the thumbs warm a little bit before I jump into that. Excuse me. I wish I could have got 99 Trout in this BR draft. That would have been sick, but something changed from last year to this year. Not only is BR just like useless to play, but it used to be like when new 99 overall cards came out the last couple of years, it was almost guaranteed that in your first diamond round, that first round of the draft, you would get one of them, one of the new cards that had come out in the last couple weeks, you know. If not, you know, the first game that you draft, within 2 or 3. And I've had nights where I've drafted 8, 10 times and I'm unable to get, like back when they were doing the multiplayer program specific card missions, I would try to draft them before I got them and get the mission done, and they just never show up. I think there was one time out of maybe 50 BR games that I got Ozzy's 88 overall, is that what it was? 87? His all-star card? Good take. Yeah, the hammock bone, which I believe Trout had that issue this year as well, didn't he? Or was that last year that he did that? One of the last 2 years where Trout was hurt and missed a significant amount of time. I believe it was the hammock bone, because they even talked about it on like ESPN, explaining it to people. Yeah, same wrist as last year. I'd noticed that as well. That was another thing that Bean Eater Buzz, I can't remember the name of the Twitter page, it's basically Braves news page on Twitter. It said like second basemen that are going to be free agents this year, and like the 2 best options are Polanco or Torres. And both of them are going to be in the range of 12 to 15 million, plus to buy out Ozzy's contract would be 4 million, and it's like they're not those 2 guys aren't worth that, because you're flipping a coin to see what kind of production you get out of them anyway. But I'm going to be honest with Jupiter, after the injury tonight, I'm totally on board with moving on from Ozzy. This is the 3rd season in a row where he's had a significant injury. Now, thankfully, this one happens end of the year, last week of the season. We're not going to the postseason, so it's not going to affect the team and our ability to, win games over a 2-month stretch, but he's a small guy. He's been in the league now for, what, 7, 8 years? I feel like, honestly, at this point, I feel like he's just injury prone, and we need to move on. Nacho's been swinging a good bat. Hopefully Austin can stay healthy next year. I'd honestly say the same thing about him. This is the second year in a row we've lost our highest paid player in franchise history to an injury for a big chunk of the season. And you just can't have that, man. You can't pay somebody the largest contract in franchise history and then him spend the next 2 seasons not playing. Yeah, well, I don't ever watch like all of it, but I have like alerts for the Bleacher Report baseball Twitter page, and so they tweet every time he puts out a new episode. They tweet out like 20 or 30 clips from it, and so I see a lot from his podcast. Which he had a good one recently. I'm trying to remember who he had that I saw clips of the end of this last week, him talking to. Thank you, Caden. It's a great movie quote. But I believe he just says, "You play ball like a girl." I don't think he says baseball. Foul ball simulator's kicking in. Yep. Dude, man. But that's the tough part with Ozzy is like he was healthy for most of this year and just bad. So last year and the year before, he's hurt a lot, not in the lineup. For 23 wasn't as bad, but we were missing him for at least a month at one point. And then last year, we didn't have him like the whole second half of the season. And so, following that up with a mostly healthy year and playing really bad, especially like since Austin's got hurt and Nacho's been up playing pretty well the last month. Wow. I should have just let that go. Well, I'll be honest, man. I hate thinking about it, talking about it like that, because I'm a huge Ozzy fan. I love him, but at the end of the day, you want your team to be good and you want your team to win. So, I like it. You got to have priorities, Caden. Where did I complete there? Strikeouts? Yeah, I completed the strikeouts mission. Nice. I was going to say, that jumped me a lot farther than I thought I could have gotten in any amount of time. Awards. Need 3 hits with awards for 10 more. And that's... Okay. That's it. I'm done. What are you talking? I hit 3 last game. Come on now. First swing of the game. Ryan Sandberg, who I did historically bad with in... Well, I don't want to say that. His debut game where I did that Cubs team build, I hit a home run in his first at bat, and then I had a perfect line out, and then I want to say like a hanging curveball or something that I missed and flew out to like deep center field because I was like a foot under it. I took a good swing with him, and that Ian Desmond card that I've never got to touch before. YouTube, how's it going today? here with an interesting team build. I haven't got to use the new Home Run Derby X cards yet online in an actual game, and today has been the day. It happened Saturday evening, night, depending on where you live at, but Trout finally got number 400. SDS's Twitter mentions comment section all weekend on every single post has been nothing but where's Trout, drop Trout. They've tweeted about their stupid esport tournament that nobody cares about. Some made-up character that they talk about Road to the Show. Everybody wanted to know where Trout was because when Kershaw got 3,000 strikeouts, they tweeted the card art out, said there was going to be a program no less than an hour after the game, and then the next day turned around, the program was available. They waited till Monday on this one, even though they said the program was ready to go like a month ago. Anyways, this is a nasty card. According to showzone.com, it's the highest rated overall card in Diamond history, I believe, at like a 122 overall in the meta overall, where it adjusts, however they figure that. Basically, you can get the cards over 100, but like the John Donaldson with like maxed out pitching attributes and then over 100 everything hitting was only like 120 overall, I believe. And that's pretty crazy considering it's a two-way card, maxed out on both sides, basically. But, I mean, really the only thing this Trout card is missing is some good quirks. And since he's been hurt the last couple of years, he has none of them. He still has one of the best swings in the game. And these attributes are ridiculous. So we're going to get into a game and see how it goes. You are literally on YouTube. You are on YouTube, Jupiter. What do you mean you didn't sign up for it? You are on YouTube as we speak. Who do I have to pitch this game? I didn't even look. I should probably check that out and, have my head. Yeah, screw it. Let's throw Tanner Bibby. See how he does. May not be great. I guess we'll find out together. Today. Never mind. It was a bot account trying to give away a free win. Let us see. Well, okay. Pretty good team. Got some of the Home Run Derby X cards. Has Moonshot Joe Mauer on his team. I don't think I... Yeah, I have faced CC one time. Oh. Okay. Lots of games played. My lord. 314 is pretty good. Man, my batting average looks terrible because I think only 2 guys have gotten plate appearances, and I think they're like one for Yep, probably so. The old P, not to mention it's going to be the longest game ever because CC takes forever. Ooh, I didn't see that well. Oof. Early. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think I have any beer right now either. Which would be helpful, you know? But I might have one. A little early. I thought I sat back long enough on it. That sucks. Dude, why have we paused 4 times already in the first inning? What a spot. Cap. I said beer. I didn't say alcohol. There's like, my wife likes those ranch waters or, you know, some of those other things. God, that doesn't feel great already. So we've got some other stuff in the house, don't get me wrong. I'm not shotgunning a ranch water, though. You got me fucked up. I had one stupid night in college where we called it bitch beer night, and we literally, like, you weren't allowed to get normal beer. So any kind of anything else besides normal beer. And, so, like, Limeritas, Twisted Teas, Mike's Hard Lemonade, all that kind of shit. I felt like I got freaking diabetes. I don't even remember what drinking game we played, but like somebody lost and had to shotgun one of the giant thick boy Limeritas, and he puked for like hours. Brother, can we stop pausing every 4 fucking seconds? Good swing. Got a little lower than I wanted it to be. I still don't feel like that was really a slam zone pitch, was it? No? I mean, it was kind of middle away. Okay, and then that was a really good swing to follow it up, too. Nice. Pausing every 8 seconds last night. I don't remember that. Well, that sucks. I did. What other fucking reason would he be... I mean, he's not in the pause menu long enough to do anything. Not to respond to a text, nothing. He's literally just spam pausing to be an annoying bitch. So yeah, I reported him for toxic play. I do it all the time to people for being stupid. Oh, I didn't get the PCI to it. That sucks. Good timing. Don't be fucking weird. I wish SDS would permaban people for doing stupid shit like that. Like, it's a 45-minute game. Fuck off. Be normal. Ranked games take long enough as it is. You don't need to be fucking spamming the pause button. Oof. I was looking sinker there. Not great. Alright, well, the game's tied. I still love Patrick Bailey's swing, apparently. Nice. I was saying... I think it was 23. He got a Player of the Month card that I loved. Good lord. Ah, right at the third baseman. Good spot for that changeup, though. Good take. See, like, every time anything happens, a swing and a miss, I take a borderline pitch. Pause. He's going to pause right here. Yep. How can SDS not have some... Like, if you hit 20 different times touching the pause button by the bottom of the second inning, permaban somebody. What are we fucking doing? $21. God, I felt like I sat back on that again. Okay. We're back to being too anxious and swinging at everything, so we gotta chill out with that. As I swing at another bad pitch. Nice. God. I'm sitting four seam up and away there, and I'm late. Like an idiot. Have we thought about not throwing pitches right down the middle with 2 strikes? There we go. We don't want to pause there. Ooh. We're going to reward him with an early swing, huh? Okay. Okay. I mean, he clearly squared it up well because it got pretty good exit velo, but we're early. We're early. On a changeup, full count down and away. Pretty good swing there. Dang, man. It's the second ball I felt like kicked off the mound pretty hard towards the fielder already. Didn't quite square it up. Stayed back and timed it well for a changeup in. Oh, I just missed it. I can tell this dude's pretty in love with throwing his fastballs in lefty-lefty. That's interesting, to say the least. To say the very least. Early swing on a cutter up out of the strike zone. And he gets a seeing eye single out of it. What is the point of control pitchers if they miss on perfect releases? Someone tell me genuinely, please. Okay. Busy inning for Hunter Pence. A base hit to him and 3 fly balls to him. About halfway to the plate, I saw that was a changeup down. Nice. Nice. Good pitch. Good pitch. Yeah, what the fuck? That's wild. He was at 50 pitches, man. Why was that such a shit exit velo on a squared up ball down the middle of the plate? And of course, we hit the pitcher so that it's just a fucking out. Cool. This guy's internet is shit, and it's already tiring. How in the world? Good swing, I guess? I mean, perfect release on a fucking sinker away, belt high. Okay. think I went first pitch cutter every at bat to Trout so far, so that's unfortunate. Aneurysm. No, he's still got the rest of this inning in him. He's got enough energy. Confidence isn't great, but you know, bring your own confidence. What can I say? Good take. Early swing on a sinker down and away. Designed to get you to try to pull it for a ground ball. I just don't know about that, man. Alright. Bringing a new pitcher next inning. I'm still surprised this guy changed pitchers as fast as he did. Nice. You can't even foul that off, man. Good Lord. Oh, we'll let Murph go. Good swing, gonna be an out. Nice. Ambushed with good timing, by the way. But we've got 2 or 3 early home runs for our opponent. Nice. And then a perfect out to follow it up. Because he's still gonna be out on the throw. Nice. Quality game. Quality game. We'll go Joe Nathan. I haven't used him. I'll check him out since, you know, it's kind of a lower leverage situation. I can already tell you, I wish he pitched out of the stretch. That fucking sucks. I may actually run Trout in center. I don't know. He did good early in the year when I played him in the secondary there. And, man, I don't know. His first couple steps feel a little slow, but I feel like that's really it. I mean, over under 50 times this guy's paused his game. Awesome. This game plays like such shit, man. Trout doesn't have bad ball hitter. Why is that ball leaving the yard on a fastball above the strike zone? Okay. Good changeup. I thought go slider there. Okay, that was interesting. Middle away, sinker, up and away, sinker, up and away, four seam. That's not how people typically pitch with Darren O'Day. Two-homer game for Patrick Bailey? Okay. I still love him. Man, I wanted to swing at that. I was thinking he'd go four seam there. So the sinker movement really got me. Unfortunate. There's no way that's good timing, right? That's got to be just late. It's a sinker in that we take up the middle, and somehow we're saying that's good. Dude. Was it off the plate enough that, you know, you might have to have bad ball hitter to actually fucking get a hit? Dude. Second home run of the game out of the strike zone. At least, I believe he has bad ball hitter, but Jesus. Oh, a line out, yay. Whoa. Oh. Back to back, Jesus. Brother, you're winning by 6 runs. Can you shut the fuck up with the, oh, how you foul that off? Pause the game like a bitch. Pause it again. Just late. I don't want to be gay no more. I don't like men's no more. I am delivered. Wow, good swing. I feel like that's kind of early, but yeah, we'll call it perfect, I guess. Man, Zobrist, why are we so slow, man? Why are we standing still instead of getting the line drive that's only 2 or 3 feet away from us? Man, thanks for missing down and in towards the freaking middle of the strike zone on a perfect release when I put it in the corner. This guy can hit, so that makes it all the more disappointing when my fucking pitchers just miss over the middle of the plate on perfect releases. Ah. Oh, dang it. Waited back too long. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let him get an at-bat. Brother, you're up by 8. Just pitch. Oh my god. And it's fucking 100-mile-an-hour line out anyway. Three hits for Ben Zobrist with 2 home runs. Patrick Bailey, 2 home runs. Patrick Bailey's not parallel 1 after that? Are you kidding me? With 5 times PXP? 14. Okay. Man, 0 for 6 with Lorenzo Cain so far. 0 for 4. 0 for 2. 0 for 4. Give Mike Musina a chance, I guess. Okay, use our brain a little here. I can actually just do that. Yeah. And then also, I really don't want to YouTube, what's going on today? It finally happened Saturday night. Milestone Mike Trout came out. Well, the card didn't come out Saturday night. Scratch that. He hit his home run Saturday night. The card came out on Monday afternoon. Twitter mentions and comment section for MLB The Show's Twitter page has been nothing but where's Mike Trout all weekend, all morning leading up to the drop today. And then they finally, because of the deal that he has with 9 Innings Baseball, the mobile game I think it is, SDS can't tweet about his cards directly, so the MLB Twitter had to say something about the card, and they waited until like 15 minutes before it came out. Same with like the Asian-born players, since their rights are, I think, technically primarily owned by the Asian baseball game. But anyways, it's a disgusting Trout card. I mean, played with him a little offline after I unlocked him, just to, get some swings with him. But basically maxed everything. He'll only get to 117 contact versus left, but he'll have the platoon advantage, so whatever. Max clutch. Great fielding. Since it's a milestone encompassing this whole career up till this point, they gave him max speed and max stealing, even though he's not a stolen base threat anymore. But it's a disgusting card. Really sick card art as well. But yeah. Played one game with him. Guess we'll call it a warm-up. Let's get into it. And of course, we're facing 3,000 strikeout Clayton Kershaw. I typically don't hit him that great. I won a game last night playing against Kershaw. The dude was playing at Old Yankee Stadium. We have an almost identical record. That's funny. Now I will say, the team is very right-handed heavy, so I'm not upset about it being a lefty. And obviously Trout gets the platoon advantage. Okay. Inside out's a freaking base hit to right to start the game. Cool. That's about how the warm-up game went. I used a bunch of the Home Run Derby X cards, and the guy he had 2 earlies and 1 very early home run. So it was a lot of fun. Good sign so far. Perfect release, missing the strike zone. He's got bad ball hitter, but man, that's the 3rd or 4th home run so far tonight that's been above the strike zone that I've had hit off of me. And that is still above the strike zone. That is annoying. And then a seeing eye single on an early swing right afterwards. Cool. inside out's a fucking double in the gap. This is fun so far. That's not good timing, actually. This is the good Jerickson Profar. So this is obviously like an Angels, and then Otani being a former Angel like teammate build for the Trout debut. But I was gonna use Rod Carew's Hall of Fame card at second, but I actually need hits with awards card, so I decided to just use Chase Utley instead. I was actually kind of looking forward to trying out that Rod Carew card as well. I haven't used him yet. Ooh. But, oh well. I mean, I waited so long because I wanted to make sure that was a strike, and it still broke more. And then he fucking throws a four seam instead of a sinker. Oh, no. I slammed past it. And it says I'm just late, I guess. Hey, I hit with an award card. Oh. I need to just take curveballs from Clayton Kershaw until like 2 or 3 of them have been thrown for strikes. Wow. I can't stand this guy pitching. So we went from the slowest fucking possible pinpoint for a windup, and then we're going to go to a super fast stretch pinpoint. Troy, why are your feet in concrete, buddy? I told you to cancel that throw. Why didn't we cancel it? That wasn't a swing? Noted. He's pulling that ball down and away, by the way. It's not a perfect swing. That's a strike. Ah. Sped me up and then just threw a changeup in the dirt. Okay. Take the curveball, dipshit. Dude. I feel like the last few nights that I've played this game, I'm playing a bunch of people that shouldn't be playing on All-Star. Just the way that people hit and consistently hit perfects. Why are you in the 600s? It is weird to me. Like, I don't feel like I'm very good, and I don't have to try very hard to hit Hall of Fame. These people that I'm playing that... I mean, almost every hit this dude has this game is a perfect. I wanted to sit up and in, and I didn't. Why does his swing feel slow? That's the second swinging strikeout that I've had with him now. And maybe it's just the connections tonight. Who knows? Didn't feel late, but okay. I did there. I should have taken it. I was correct. It was not a strike. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, why would you throw a strike? It was just a perfect release on the first pitch that almost all of the par was in the strike zone. Everybody I play just fucking slams at everything and gets rewarded. I don't get it. It's a late swing. This guy's confidence isn't down, so why is that a hit? Can't even throw a fucking strike on a perfect. Nice. Thank you for missing as far in towards him as you could so that it's not even competitive looking. Same thing. Back-to-back perfect releases. Right at somebody. God damn it. Sure, it'd be great if swings like that for my opponents were ever an out, instead of just a fucking foul ball to keep them in the at-bat. Like that. I put lots of balls in play all the time swinging at stuff like the first pitch or that pitch, and man. Weak outs to the infield would be cool on stuff like that. It happens all the time, man. I'm a fucking proof of it. That's what happens when you keep giving them fucking extra chances, man. Every bad swing I take results in an out. Every bad swing my opponents take, just fucking foul ball. Stay in the at-bat, man. No, it's a strike. $107 out of body on a middle sinker. If we can't find somewhere else for that to go. Of course. That's a foul ball. Not late, just late. Foul ball. Couldn't be a foul ball. My opponent just got 6 of them last time they were at bat. Staying at bats. No big deal. And I am the exact opposite every single time. Sinker in, he throws slider away. Slider away, sinker in. Have we started every inning off with a late hit? I think we have. Every single inning. Thought it was too deep even for 99 arm strength, but it was worth a shot. Out of play. Anything that's not a good swing when I'm playing somebody is out of play. I don't understand it. And I take plenty of bad swings that just always end up in play. I've started every inning off with a 100-mile-an-hour out. He started off every inning with a late hit. And I don't think I'm exaggerating. I'm dead serious. And, I mean, he gets the first pitch strike every time against a lefty. Get through the hole. I didn't square it up enough. I think that's what irritates me the most when games like this go on. I am totally willing to admit when I take bad swings or when I get rewarded for a bad swing. It doesn't happen very often, but there are some games when it happens. I don't have the right controller, I don't think. Or the right gaming chair. Being able to get foul balls on all of your bad swings. Hit nothing but perfects in play. Get check swing calls your way every single time. I need a different controller. I need a better gaming chair. I think that's my issue. I figured it out finally. Bad swing. We gonna follow it up with a good swing now? Why is it missing so terribly on every one of those green releases? If that was a perfect out, I was going to come uncorked. Damn it. It's my first online hit with him, not just first home run. Oh, I was thinking he might go. I was looking more for a splitter slider there. There was the splitter, and I thought he was throwing four seam down there. Same. Man, I hit pretty well last night. I'm not hitting good tonight. It doesn't help that, like I said, I feel like every bad swing both these opponents has taken, foul balls instead of outs like I'm getting, and I don't know why. And every bad swing I've taken isn't. Brother, that's the worst launch angle I've ever seen. Is he even touching that ball? Good Lord. Has anybody ever had, like, consistent perfect releases go to the middle of the fucking, like, where the ball is? That would be what I would ask. Why isn't a perfect right where the ball is? Because if a major league pitcher, if you asked any major league pitcher, every single mechanic in your throwing motion is perfect and you feel like you throw the most perfect pitch you can, is it going to go exactly where you... Yes. There's one-off cases with guys like Aroldis Chapman, you know, the dudes that throw 120, and so they've never had to have control in their life. I get that. But guys like her, like guys that spot up, if you throw a perfect fucking pitch, why doesn't it go right where the ball is? It's still missed. It's still missed. Check swing. People somehow get every check swing in the world. The ball goes closer to where I want it when I miss my pinpoint than on perfects. I think that is the problem. The game engine is so shit that is how it works. That was my chance to actually grab it. Line out. I think we're 8 for 8 so far. Every inning I've started with a good squared up or perfect out. Out. 101 mile an hour out. 10 pitch, 12 pitch at bat. Pitch, like relief pitcher should be getting tired at that point. Nope. Just an out. Foul ball out of play. Foul ball out of play. And this isn't like Darren O'Day where the pitch speed's so fucking slow it's easy to get foul balls. This is a normal ass pitcher with high hits and Ks per nine. Change up. Good spot. Just a little late. Oh. Ah, under it. pretty abysmal night hitting, but I started late, fell asleep before, so I'm sure that's probably why. Keep those 2 team builds anyway, so. We'll do a little pack opening, I suppose, and hey, I actually needed him, so you know that's cool. Off to a decent start on the pack opening. That is uncharacteristic around here. I didn't know silvers could get all the way down to a 50 quick so. It is always kind of a kick in the nuts late in the year when there's these cards that aren't good anymore, better versions of players are out, and you never pulled them, never got to use them, and then you pull them in like September, October, November, and it's like, fuck you, SDS. Which I do believe that would be considered like a mid-round pull. Not terrible, but still not anything spectacular. It helps that he is in a specific collection that makes him that expensive. Otherwise, he'd be much cheaper. Hey, Braves legend. I'm kind of hoping he gets a tops now or a spotlight. He's been hitting really good the last 2 weeks. Nacho Alvarez also had a 2-homer game, including a single with 2 strikes in the top of the 9th to tie the game. Good opportunity to give a young guy a card. Rookie hits his first 2 career home runs in the same game. You know, sounds like a tops now card to me. And the Braves team desperately needs a shortstop that actually fits the boost. Right now, my Braves team has Troy Gloss in a secondary. Quietly, actually above the average here. 2 live series diamond pulls, and we're halfway through the bundle when you're supposed to average like 1 a bundle, and I usually don't even hit that. And some golds, a couple golds. Jason Hayward. What could have been? What could have been? Another gold. Very sad. I remember how excited me and some of my friends that were Braves fans back in the day were his rookie year. Like what it seemed like we had on our hands, what he could become. The speculation about him as a young prospect, a rookie. It's just baseball, man. He still had a great career. I mean, won a World Series with the Cubs. He technically was part of the World Series team last year as well with the Dodgers. I believe he started the year with them. Okay. Are you worth anything? Oh, 2, 3, 4, 9, 9. Okay. Listen, if you're gonna hoe me the whole time I play the game, at least give me a little bit of stubs in my packs afterwards, I guess. Gregory Kimbrell. I can't believe we ever let him go anywhere. That's the most disappointing part about Craig Kimbrell to me, is that he didn't get later into his career before he ended up, like, the first time he hit free agency, we just aren't best closer in the last 10 years that came around ever since Trevor Hoffman retired, and we're just like, go be free. Fucking why? Not to mention, I believe he grew up a Braves fan, and he's like is he from Alabama or Mississippi or something like that? I don't, somewhere kind of, geographically close to Georgia. I want to say maybe Mississippi. Adam Duvall, Braves legend, postseason legend. A guy that's probably going to retire, and it'd be really cool if you give him a postseason, second half hero flashback from 2021. I think he won a Gold Glove that year too, didn't he? I don't remember. One for 9 to start. Oh, sorry. That was supposed to be pack opening. I am anxious to get to try Tatis and Austin Riley, honestly. How did he only get 3 at-bats? I guess everybody got 3 at-bats, and the guys that had more have played. They were the ones that got a few in another game. I don't know. It's 3 o'clock. I probably need to call it a night. 2.5 hours. Alright, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks for coming out.